Hello and welcome. This is Eric Pace, and this is a short training video for the District 70 Toastmasters trainers, club leadership training for 2014. The purpose of this video is to introduce the world of Toastmaster Circle, which is actually something I showed those of you that were at the trainer session that I conducted not so long ago. So the world of Toastmasters Circle, the purpose of the world of Toastmasters Circle is to increase the learner's awareness about how the activities that they undertake in Toastmasters are really just simply practice for their other real world activities. In other words, what we do at Toastmasters is not meant to be kept within Toastmasters. It's meant to, it's practice for skills that we should take to the greater world, to the outside world, the world outside Toastmasters, into our real life. What happens inside Toastmasters is simply practice for what happens outside Toastmasters. So this is a session you'll be delivering. You'll probably be delivering it somewhere early in the 3-hour training session, probably during the focus, and more specifically around about the time you ask the question, why am I a club officer? So you could do this little session and then ask the question, why am I a club officer? Or you can ask the question, why am I a club officer? In other words, why to learn as a club officer, get them to answer the question, then introduce this session, and then get them to re-answer the question. So, okay, the world of Toastmasters Circle. So this is what you need to do. This is how you do it. First thing you need to do is get yourself a whiteboard or a flip chart and draw a circle. Reasonably large circle, takes up most of the space. If you consider this screen to be the whiteboard, this gives you an idea of how big the circle should be. And then you're going to ask the question, if this circle represents the world of Toastmasters, everything we do in Toastmasters, what's inside the circle? What are the things we do in Toastmasters? Now, when I asked this question in Train the Trainers, the first series of answers that I was given was sort of values-based answers, such as teamwork, participation, empowerment. That's the world of Toastmasters. Those answers aren't wrong; they're quite right, but they're not the answers I'm after. What I'm after is, what are the activities that we do in Toastmasters? The sorts of things I'm looking for. We have club meetings, we do youth leadership, we have speech contests, club executive meetings, the annual conference, club leadership training, speechcraft, all the various activities, area governor training and district conferences and all the various activities. That's all the stuff we do in Toastmasters. And get as many answers as you feel comfortable with. You don't need a lot. You don't need these specific answers. Just help the audience understand that what we mean about the world of Toastmasters. It's not what just happens in the club. It's also what happens at the area level, the district level, the international level, the whole world of Toastmasters. Everything that's Toastmasters goes in the circle. So what's outside the circle? And the sorts of answers I'm looking for, what goes outside the circle. You can have work-based answers, such as meetings at work and interviews, being an interviewer, being an interviewee, coaching and mentoring, and anything that's work-based. You can have family-based stuff, such as family time, Christmas dinner and birthdays and christenings and outings and shopping trips and any family-based stuff. Also outside the world of Toastmasters is how we interface with the greater world. Things like going to the doctor or getting a loan, going to the bank, going to court, talking to police officers, just walking down the street and interfacing with the rest of society. And many people will have extracurricular activities similar to Toastmasters, but not Toastmasters. Things like Bible study or coaching the local under 12 soccer, football, netball, basketball, whatever. Things like school P&C, Rotary Lions, all those other organisational sort of being a member of the local golf club, etc. So inside the circle is everything Toastmasters. Everything outside the circle is the rest of the world. Now, when you write this, you can, if you want to, you can write the full words. Remember, this is a quick session, so if you want to write the full words or get somebody to write for you, that's fine. You could also just use shorthand. You can just use circles and crosses and ticks and asterisks to indicate the various answers. People will understand as you talk through it. People will understand the point you're trying to get at. That the stuff inside is Toastmasters, the stuff outside is not Toastmasters. So what? I'll just go back to the previous screen. So what? Now we understand what's inside and what's outside. Okay, now here's the big message. This is the point of this exercise. What you need, what you'd like the people in the audience to understand is this. The reason we do the stuff inside the circle is so that we can get better at doing the stuff outside the circle. Okay, so the reason we do all of our Toastmasters activities, all of this stuff, is not for the sake of Toastmasters. We don't go to the annual conference for the sake of annual conferences. We don't have executive meetings for the sake of executive meetings. Truth be known, there's really the reason we do stuff in Toastmasters is not to perpetuate the organisation. There are no stakeholders, there are no shareholders. It's not going to change world peace. It's not going to make the government run any better. The stuff in Toastmasters is simply a simulation. It's a practice session. It's the opportunity to learn so that we can do all of this stuff on the outside. If we leave our skills inside Toastmasters, we're doing ourselves and the world a disservice. The whole point we do what we do is so that we can have an impact on the world outside of the organisation. And that's the point I want people to understand. They're at club leadership, yes, to make the club run better, but not only to make the club run better or to make the club run smoothly. They're at they're club leaders to learn the skill of leadership so that they can take that out into the work and into family and into Bible study and the local P&C and all the things we do outside of the world of Toastmasters is better, more successful because of what we do inside Toastmasters. That's the connection you need to make. So, and that's it. The whole thing takes 2 or 3 or 5 minutes, depending on how much audience participation you want to have. And you can leave that up on the whiteboard, you can leave that on the flip chart, or have that hanging up for the rest of the meeting and keep referring back to it. Like, why do we do DCP? What's the point of the DCP? The point of the DCP is so that we can practice our leadership skills. Why do we want to practice our leadership skills? So that we can take it into the real world and become better leaders. That's the sort of connections you want to make throughout the training. So for your pleasure, here's a lovely picture of me. Aren't I happy? Look, there I go. If you have any questions or if you want to know more, send me an email. And that's my email address. Send me an email or give me a bell, and we can talk a bit more through it. This is not hard. It's just a simple realization that people seem to, in my opinion, not clearly make. Good luck, and thanks for watching. Bye.